couldn't do it. Starman Gaming wants to know what's your favorite prefecture from you guys.
Since I don't know very many prefectures, I'm going to say Tochigi, which is where Lindsay worked for several years in the government.
Yeah, who here knows Tochigi Prefecture is my question.
I know from you talking about it.
Alright.
And I know the mascot because he's on your fridge.
Yeah, the mascot's on the fridge.
Mine would... My Japanese hometown, such as it is Saitama, or prefecture.
That's a good choice. I would say mine is toss-up. Well, actually, I'm just gonna say Nagasaki. I went there on a little, solo trip, and I fell in love with it.
Having never been to Japan, my favorite prefecture is whatever the one that Shenmue takes place in.
Nice.
There's like Yokosuka. I don't know where that is.
He's in Yokosuka, but
I don't know. I don't think that's the same prefecture.
Wasn't it in Kanagawa?
It sounds like it.
Yeah, let's just say that.
Yeah, I would say so. Anybody who is Japanese watching us is allowed to laugh at us for not knowing Japanese geography.
Yep.
Chewy's right. It is Kanagawa. I just looked it up.
Hooray!
Although
I shouldn't act surprised.
Looks like people are still saying the same things as Chapter 4. Let's talk to the scientists real quick. Also, for people just tuning in, this is Chewy's birthday. It is her 100th birthday.
And I have all these Christmas presents to open up from Sam.
Yep.
The big 100.
Okay, so what happened in Chapter 4 is we had to go get Duster and tell Wes that Duster was alive. So might as well just take him back and see what happens. Oh, let's talk to the dog. And here, we gotta check this every chapter.
Oh my goodness.
It's something that a lot of people don't know, but I like to show it off. I'm gonna show off.
It's probably one of my favorite things about the game.
Oh, here's another thing. Like I explained this before, but in the Japanese version, you can check this newspaper through pretty much every chapter, starting with 4, and it has a Japanese palindrome. Technically, in the Japanese script, it's different each time, but it's just the same palindrome. So for the English version, I put a different palindrome, so as you play through the game, it changes. So you'll see. There we go.
Wow!
And
That's
then,
pretty great.
And then the next time we come check it, maybe like chapter 7, it'll have something else. And it changes throughout chapter 7 too, I think.
And here's a guy who thinks he did a terrible job. Everybody laugh at that.
You're making me blush.
7. Oh. Or watch it.
Just 30 watchers away from Lindsay's birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we should have got some ribbon candy. We gotta do like an Earthbound eat.
Yeah.
Let's eat.
Eat-a-thon.
Let's
Yeah,
eat
eat-a-thon.
Earthbound.
Yeah, so every time you eat a food, you gotta eat it in real life.
We are just
An
gonna
Earth-
die of
yeah.
diabetes.
And man, he's not a very nice father.
This guy kind of reminded me of Dr. Handanuts,
Yeah, he kind of does.
except he's more honest.
Yeah.
He's the blue collar Dr. Andonuts. Mr. Andonuts.
Oh man, that reminds me of another novel. Do we even want to bring that up?
Starman Gaming wants to know, Mado, do you think Nintendo will ever show up to your door with sacks of money to give you for your translation?
No, maybe like with quarters to come get me. No, I don't think they're ever going to acknowledge me or the team or anything like that. If they're going to translate it, they'll do it themselves, and they'll probably do a better job in many ways.
Stuff like that, they usually acknowledge people with among themselves, but not publicly.
Yeah, like I'm sure.
They're guaranteed to
Yeah,
talk about it.
like the people translating it will definitely know about this, which is
Yeah.
kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like some of them might have actually played this.
Yeah, that's right. When Reed and them, you weren't with them, you guys, when they went to Nintendo.
No.
And all the Nintendo people were like, "When is Mother 3 translation coming out?"
I want to know. I was talking to Lindsay about this. How are they going to top facade as a name? Like that's just so perfect. Like, do you go back to the Japanese after people know about that?
Yeah, I'm kind of worried. I was talking about that yesterday with the enemy names. We probably have taken the best ones already, so like, if they will probably feel obligated not to do it, not to use them. Otherwise, they would be worried for copyright disputes, stuff like that.
At the same time, though, like I don't think their team is so good that I don't think they would make sure to do less good translation.
Yeah, they would do a good job. Like they have actual editors who, you know, they have majored in writing and English and all that. The stuff that I have not. Who can make everything sound less translation-y. Actually, I talked to him. I like his text. Yeah, busy, so busy.
He's just walking around.
Yeah, he changes his text a little bit.
I think he's having a panic attack over how busy he is and he's not getting any work done.
That guy looks a lot like George W. Bush.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know if I just blocked that out the first time.
Well, he was in office,
Yeah.
so I bet if Obama was in office when you made this, you would have put him in here.
They love Obama in Japan.
I
Yeah.
love him.
There's even a town with his name.
Yeah.
I think they were like trying to petition him to come visit them or something.
That sounds right.
I think something changes. There we go.
Oh, why not? Oh, okay. Whatever, I've been gone for like 3 years, dude.
Yeah, I didn't translate Yado. Because I think actually in that line she calls it a Yado in or something like that in Japanese. Which she uses it like a name and not a word, so I was like, oh.
Yeah. Why wouldn't they?
That guy looks old, wow.
Why wouldn't they reuse songs?
Look how
in
his
this one?
mouth is moving.
This is not quite the original hotel song. I can
Yeah.
tell they worked with it, but I wish they would have just kept it.
So I pointed this out in day 3-ish, right? As this is like, this door here is sort of representative of Itoi's working on Mother 3.
It's
So
not,
yeah. So yeah, if you check day 3, the archives, you can see it has a bunch of like the conversations that Itoi actually had while working on Mother 3.
That one sounded like it too, though.
Whisper.
Yeah.
Starman Gaming wants to know, do you think the biggest difference with the translation is that there are layers in Nintendo's process? Like with you, it was just you and who you consulted, but with Nintendo, every line goes through several people.
Yeah, I think that's always the case. Like I work on a lot of anime translations, and I will do like my literal close to the original translations, and then for the dubs it'll go through like 3 different writers and the director and then the voice actor. So by the end it's kind of
Your dub scripts are always really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys just wrote that yourselves,
Yeah. If you want an extreme example of that, if you have like the DVD of Shin-Chan, there's like one episode on there where you can watch the original translation straight, exactly as they were talking in the show, and then the dub is just completely insane, rewritten to where it's nothing like the original show.
Is it dumb?
It's written for Adult Swim audiences, so it's gross.
it's full of like cultural references and jokes.
and yeah, very different.
So anyway, basically like my direct translations, professional translations, they get used on the DVDs of the subtitles and everything like that. But by the time you get to the final dub, it's kind of like if you took an image and then you used a fuzz filter or something like that, a smooth filter. But then if you just did that like 5 times, and it'll sound, it'll be all smooth and everything, but it'll be not quite the original. Which,
Yeah, there's less information in the
Yeah.
image
Yeah.
after it's gone through all those filters.
And Shin-Chan is an extreme example, but I think the regular reason why dubs are always so different is that they have to match the time that their mouth is moving
Yeah.
on screen, and so sometimes you can't fit all the exact same words in there.
Even the Japanese doesn't do that, though.
yeah, they
Yeah.
don't.
It never matches up.
It's
It's
funny.
such a futile thing to try.
When I actually work on the subtitle translations, what I'll do is I'll say like every line out loud before I finalize it, and I try to make it sound as long as the Japanese text. That's actually what I kind of did for this Moto 3. But anyway, I think the dub writers really like that because it means they have less work to do to try to fit in the lip flaps.
Yeah,
Sneaky.
I've watched some subtitles by other people where it's like too many words on the screen, they go by too fast.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have no idea what they're saying.
Yeah.
So this guy here, if you remember in chapter 4, he gives you like a quiz, like a riddle to figure out. And he says to come back later, but in chapter 5, this isn't the time to come back yet.
Mado, have you ever worked the other way, English to Japanese?
I have a few times, but since I'm not a native Japanese speaker, it just comes out really awkwardly. You can almost compare it to like the really early English video games. They kind of have that weird feeling, like
All your bass are going
yeah,
to
stuff
us.
like that. You know, like I'm not very confident in my Japanese, so I tend not to do it. I know Chewy here, she like does both ways.
Yeah, I
Reluctantly sometimes.
reluctantly. When I was living in Japan, I did English to Japanese a lot because they wanted to know what something said. But when I'm here, like working, I'm only doing stuff to bring it to America, so I'm only doing it to English now. It's really hard. It takes like 5 times as long.
Yeah, and then you don't ever feel really confident about it. At least I don't.
Yeah.
Did I get that thunderball? Let me check it. Okay, so my notes here say word passion, new lines. Okay, time to continue with the game.
So all this hidden stuff, is that in the Mother 3 guidebook?
Yep. Like
I just haven't really poured through it that much.
yeah, there's so much text in it. I was looking through it today and I was like, man, there's so much in here.
Star and Gaming wants to know how many years had you studied Japanese before you began translating? I'm just going to extend this to both of you guys.
Like professionally or just like for fun?
For fun, probably from the beginning.
Yeah, like I think everybody does that. Or maybe I can get on here. Yeah.
I have to think about it.
I don't know what's happening. Something's happening that I don't know about. So we
Do
have to
you
go
really
all the
have to
way
run all the way back? When can we get those presents?
back. I think in chapter 5. This chapter. Yeah. Where we go through the highway area.
Oh, the highway.
It's okay, because I kind of know how to do it.
Okay. I
So-
always get lost.
So how long was it before you guys started translating like professionally?
Oh, professionally. I started around in 2002, so maybe about 6-7 years.
Yeah, I landed my first translating job 6 years after I started studying Japanese. Maybe 6 or 7.
It is surprisingly quick how you can do it. Like,
We even had a request to turn the game audio down a little bit.
Really?
Maybe we could all just speak up. Like anyone who isn't Mado, they can't hear.
really?
Yeah.
I can try. What can I do? There's a.
Oh yeah, is
thing
that
back
on the
here.
right?
It's on the right thing. The one that we want, but I don't know what this game is. You know what game means?
Nope.
What does gain mean on a microphone? I'm sad that you guys can't hear us.
I heard you fine.
We're saying a lot of really fascinating things.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
I'm turning up the gain, whatever that means. I'm gonna go there.
To turn it up!
We adjusted a mic setting, so if it sounds better, let us know.
Yes, we need your help. Be our ears.
Keep playing, and I'll let you know what they say.
We can hear each other perfectly fine, so we don't
Yeah,
know.
it's your fault for not being in this room.
Gain is how many decibels the input is amplified by.
So
The
is
higher
that-
the gain, the louder it is.
Is that good?
Is that good?
I think that sounds good.
I don't know. Like I turned it one direction, but I don't know if it was up or down.
I think it means they'll hear more room noise and they will also hear more us.
Okay.
Are we
I
okay?
will also speak up because yes, I know I'm normally very quiet.
Also, you're very far away.
Yeah.
She is 2 rooms away right now. She's in the bathroom.
Oh, I made it. Okay, we're gonna continue with the chapter normally. Like the stuff we just did is secret stuff. Like Earthbound didn't really have a lot of like secret hidden content like that. Oh. Didn't have like secret bosses, secret dungeons.
You don't want to get a plane ticket to Tucson right now, Crocky. It is hot.
The planes actually disintegrate on the way down.
Yeah.
They can only use them once.
One-way trip.
Let's see, the high today was 100, and I think for the rest of the week it's going to be 105.
Yeah, no clouds.
Yeah, no clouds. But at least it's not like 117 like it was this time last year. I'm very happy about that.
I know it sounds crazy, but I kind of like it. When I have to stay out there for like hours at a time, I don't. But since I grew up in this, like I associate this sort of weather with Earthbound because that was when Earthbound came out, and like the really stormy, hot monsoon season in Arizona. Yes.
You got his butt.
It's so cute.
Oh, is that a toaster?
No, it looks
it's just
like-
a thing.
I guess like a power pack of a
Yeah.
helicopter.
I always worry that he's gonna hurt himself, but then I have to kill him.
And those boots did good.
What do we think is cool about Arizona?
No winters.
One time it snowed.
Yeah, it falls into the 20s.
Yeah, it'll snow and it's really nice outside.
Yeah, basically what's cool in Arizona is from, I'd say, October to April, the weather is beautiful and you get to lord it over everybody else.
Yeah.
And then what's not cool about Arizona is that the rest of the time you are in an actual oven.
Yes.
Like there's no polar vortexes, nothing like that.
In fact, that polar vortex actually made our winter warmer than usual.
Oh yeah.
Oh, like attractions in Arizona.
Oh, okay.
The Grand Canyon, I guess.
Oh.
I've never been. I hear it's a very large hole.
Yeah,
Another large hole is Meteor Crater.
I lived and grew up in Arizona and I've never been there yet to the Grand Canyon.
Yep, I didn't go to the Grand Canyon until I moved out of Arizona over to Wisconsin.
J-Star, I am from Illinois, and I would love to come back. Unfortunately, Fangamer has not agreed to move there.
I wonder how Fangamer would fare in the Midwest.
I think in the winter with all the snow on the ground, nobody would make it to the office.
Yeah, there'd be a lot more working from home in the
I
winter.
definitely would not want to drive through any snow.
Oh
I'm
god,
too
it's so
scared.
bad. I just refuse to drive in the snow. I just stop.
So sometimes like the item guy, you can see him walking across here. I don't know what causes it. Let's try this. Let's try going back out now.
Across the road.
There we go.
What is going
So-
on?
Oh, wow.
They kept this song out of all
Yeah.
the songs? What
Yeah.
is that?
When I first heard it though, I was like, yes.
I mean, it's great, but I could name like 40 other songs
Oh,
that I
yeah.
wish they kept. Oh, he's okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, well maybe the other guy was from that one like Rowdy Mouse. There's only like one
Mole's
of them.
playing rough.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I
You're
guess,
welcome.
I guess that's what the other guy's from.
I got no money. I need to get some money.
This ring pop is gonna take like 6 hours to eat.
Yeah, we have not made a dent in these ring pops at all.
I forgot about that part because I always ate it. But now I don't want ring pop all over my legs.
I'm gonna get some fly charms.
You think that's the same mole from Under 2? Someone's asking.
Isn't there like a couple from Under 2?
What if the mole is Nintendo's dad?
No. It all makes sense.
Hashtag theories.
Actually, as we see coming up, there's a whole bunch of moles that are digging around. Oh crap, I need those.
Made on friends, what do you use as your favorite thing when you play Earthbound?
Usually I will just do whatever the default is. Was it rockin'?
Yeah. Yeah, I do rockin' now because I'm a stickler. But at the time when I rented it from Family Video, I picked B-ball because I was a big basketball fan.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I was pretty into Michael Jordan at the time.
Totally reminds me of that. Those Barkley games.
Yeah.
PK Barkley.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Earthbound Guidance.
I want to name Boney Barkley now.
Well, I can hex edit his name maybe, but that might break things. So I think I got everything right.
Lindsay, what was your favorite thing in Earthbound?
When I first played it was PK My Dog because
Oh wow.
I didn't know what it was asking me, and I had just named King. I named him Shadow because my dog's name was Shadow. And so after I finished naming my dog, what's your favorite thing? I was like, it's my dog. It's my dog. And then I had no idea for some reason after it showed up, I didn't know that that's what I had named it. So I went to the whole game thinking the official thing was PK My Dog.
Remember when Arino named his favorite food like vinegar noodles?
Yeah, something like that.
And he forgot about it, and somebody brought him out
Yeah.
vinegar noodles as he was playing it.
Can you guys hear us okay? I forgot to check.
Yeah, they said it was fine.
Oh, better go back to the hot spring.
Usually, for my favorite thing, I kept it like at the default unless I was following a theme, like I usually do with my playthroughs now. The first time I play the game, I play it all default names, and then I'll mess around with it.
For me, what I often will do. Oh, that's working.
What's up?
Oh, nice.
So what I'll do
Oh, the
like.
hot springs fixed it.
Yeah, they're great. So what I will sometimes do is PK like PSI tomato, but with those oohs in there, and they're bigger. They're bigger, so it just makes it look even shoutier. Oh,
More
I did it
menacing.
again. Yeah. I'm just gonna kill them. Reggie will kill them.
Reggie will kill lots
We're
of
getting some
things.
requests to turn down the game again.
Really?
Yep.
Seriously?
Yep.
Is that good? We need you.
Less rock, more talk.
Actually, we changed the game. I don't know if that fixed things. It might have made it worse.
Change the game.
The
The
game?
game. Okay. Yeah, maybe it's picking up more of that.
Okay. What was I doing? Let's go to Thunder. I like these names, like Parental Kanga Shark. That just sounds so earthboundy somehow.
Yeah.
It does.
Reconstructed Lion. Those things weird me out.
Yeah.
But that one, the reconstructed lion just kind of looks like a mistake. Like somebody threw some parts into a trash pile and this thing was formed.
Oh man, just imagining him moving around in real life is really creepy.
Yeah.
Slithering around.
Like some of these are chimeras, like the Kanga shark there. A
Yeah.
combination of two animals, but
Yeah.
then some of them are just these messed up reconstructed things.
We're gonna keep turning the microphone up until you guys can hear me sucking on this ring pop.
Okay, so OBS apparently sends the game audio really loud compared to the
Okay.
movie, but it sounds good now. So
It's strange because I had it like twice as loud all these other days.
well, that was before we had more people.
Yeah.
We'll probably need to switch it up next time. Also, maybe this pop filter has something to do
Yeah,
with
that could be it. I have to look up gain. Actually, here's the instructions. I don't know which way is up or down.
it. Okay.
So in a minute, I'm going to lose Boney's clothes. I'm gonna have a naked dog soon. So I don't want to fight this guy, but I'll show him real quick. Oh yeah, don't sneak up on this guy.
Oh, good.
So
Well,
in Japanese, this guy's name is actually a palindrome. It's like Mecha Kame or Kame Mecha, something like that.
how long are we streaming tonight, S0?
I don't know. Whenever people get tired, whenever you guys want to go. Are you guys nocturnal?
Yeah.
You are?
More so than you guys are.
Yeah. We should be in a retirement home.
Playing Mother 3 on
Yeah.
the stream.
I feel that's probably gonna happen. Like, a bunch of us are just gonna be playing this in the old retirement home.
Yeah.
When Fangamer moves to Sun City.
Yeah. I haven't heard that name in forever.
It's a good idea. We should stream until Mother 3 gets an official translation, and then we can just play right through that.
Yeah. So I have a map here, and I think I remember which one it is, but I want to get. I think there was a chest down here I wanted to get first. No, no.
There's 3 chests down there, I think.
I think I might have gone down the right one. I like these moles. They're very earthbound-tastic.
They're also very relatable.
Yeah.
Outside? What?
Yeah.
Do you want me to look on the path?
Oh no, it's okay. Like if you can tell me which one is the correct one, then I'll try to avoid it.
I
It
think
seems like
this one is the exit.
yeah. Oh crap. Earthbound. Does that read?
Oh yeah, it's a message from Reed. But it's a group message, so don't reply. They want to go to Little Anthony's like right now with everyone.
No.
No.
Nah.
Okay, so what is the answer? I don't remember what this was in Japanese, but it was pretty similar.
Yesterday.
It reminds me of the Simpsons joke about Lisa S. Or L. Simpson.
I'm gonna like mute my phone because like it'll be going off all
Yeah.
night.
Oh, I had a good one. You could have said G for guacamole because you don't say moly, you say mole. So you wouldn't have thought of it.
If only you were a mole.
Yeah, I think that sometimes.
Giving riddles.
I wish I was a mole giving riddles.
What would you guys do if they honestly announced the Mother 3 translation during this?
I would.
We might have to stop.
We would absolutely stop.
We'd probably regroup.
Here's what would happen.
There it is.
Hooray! Mother 3 is not announced.
It's going to be a physical Game Boy Advance cartridge.
Yeah,
That would be great.
might as well.
So has Itoy ever said anything about Mother 3 ever getting re-released in Japan or anything like that? Does he even say that stuff to you?
He didn't say anything about that. Me personally, I've been optimistic the whole time. Although I was one of those people that felt like it was going to come out of Virtual Console, but I didn't get to rub it in anyone's face.
Because it hasn't happened.
Well, no, for the Virtual
Earthbound?
Console of Earthbound. Yeah. So I mean, I felt that was going to happen, and so I'm optimistic about it.
About Mother 3.
Yeah, just personally.
I took the wrong or the right way out.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you. Is that the only way you can go now?
Well, I can go back in,
Okay.
but there's this little scene here.
Is this the fight?
No, it looks like it's going to be, but then it's not.
Oh, okay.
Spoiler.
Mother 1 + 2 + 3 on the Wonder Swan. Do it, Nintendo. I'm waiting for the Gizmondo port.
I don't even know what any of that means.
This part. It's like, oh crap, lost time.
She's so cute. Paimon are so cute. She's probably one of my favorite characters.
Actually,
Like the little beloved of Mr. Saturn from for favorite characters.
Oh, now here's an exclusive tip. Someone heard that Mother 4 is going to be an Atari 2600 exclusive.
Man.
Oh crap. So would you like to open another present?
Yeah. Alright, one more. I got 2 left.
Let me know when you guys
Okay.
are ready for fruit cart.
Yeah, so today is Chewy's 100th birthday, and to celebrate, I got her 100 surprise gifts.
Yeah,
And
literally.
there's 2 left.
Alright, here we go. I got
Oh,
Apple
boy.
Jacks, Cocoa Krispies, Frosted Flakes, Fruit Loops, Corn Pops, Cocoa Krispies. Fun pack. I'm gonna have a great time this week. I get to. How often do you get to have 8 different kinds of cereal?
In those nice little Hotel Continental breakfast boxes.
I'm gonna think of you guys while I break half of this little mini box open and eat out of the little box, like I did one time in my life when I was in a camper trailer, and so I always equate
That's
those.
so sweet that.
We always used to buy those little tiny boxes whenever we used to go to the beach on vacation.
Yeah.
You guys are about to go on vacation, so I was
Oh
like,
yeah! Oh my
Oh,
god!
nice.
That's cool. Yeah, so like I mentioned before, Tucson, Arizona, which is where we are, is sort of like the mecca of Earthbound fans. A whole bunch of us couples live here too, also. Apparently, we're gonna grow old here.
And wrinkly because it's hot.
Yeah. But for the last 12 or to 15 years, every year there's been like an Earthbound Starman.net convention. And that's happening tomorrow, actually, up in Flagstaff, Arizona, northern Arizona.
Where it is less miserable than it is in Tucson right now.
Yeah, we're gonna escape.
Actually, I think 10 years ago exactly, it was at my house in Tempe.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And that was hot.
SweatCon.
Yeah, we even called it SweatCon.
That was great. My favorite part of SweatCon was when we had all the Starman.net nerds together and Reed had us go into the conference room of the hotel, and everyone sat like we were having a nice, polite little meeting in a hotel conference room. It's very surreal.
And then a guy runs in, rips off his shirt. He's like, "So sexy," or something.
Oh my god! Somehow I forgot about that. It was very earthbound.
I wonder if Casey Toner is listening.
I wanted to name the player Cardinal Del Sexy in honor of that
Yeah.
playthrough from SweatCon.
I'm hoping that someday we can have like an actual convention, like anime conventions or sci-fi conventions. We can do that with Earthbound.
That'd be good.
Ooh, did I already buy one? Oh, I'm getting that.
People in the chat gotta tell us if they even come to that though. Domestic Earthbound convention.
We have some people from out of the country in here.
Oh, well, would they come to Tucson?
This line used to break the game a lot until the end of the project, because it's just so long.
Oh gosh. Of all the characters that would make it to the next game, you'd think Dungeon Man would be here.
Oh yeah, that would have been great.
And then he builds
He
a
kind
dungeon
of
that
is.
goes through time.
He is like he makes a cameo at the end of the game.
Oh yeah. Spoilers.
Yeah.
He's the final boss.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. In this game you can catch on fire. I remember back when we were like the early days of Starmer.net, we would often joke about having like our own little town, and we would model it after like Earthbound towns. And somehow we wind up in Tucson, Arizona, and sort of doing that. I think there was another.
There's like 3 items in these caves. How many have you got?
I don't remember.
were we able to see this whole 3 years ago?
You weren't able to come up here, I don't think.
Okay.
Oh,
Meaning 3 years ago in game.
Did I talk to him? Yeah, okay. I think I did miss a chest somewhere. Do you know what it was?
Let's see, let me read off the items. Beef jerky, pencil rocket, Capricorn bracelet.
Oh, I can go with that.
Okay.
So, a question that I get a lot on Twitter and elsewhere is, will the version 1.2 patch, will the saves be compatible with the old ones? And the answer is yes. We're not changing any of the saving stuff. Oh, I love this.
That's great. What was the stay away in Japanese? I don't know what they put for that.
Chika Yoruna, something like that.
Oh yeah, that sounds right.
Is this... Oh, you can't see the guy yet. You already
We get to see the butt
Oh, yeah.
yet?
Oh.
The butt.
At the end of the chapter, we could. I wonder if Nintendo would edit that.
They put a big cross over it. They've changed a lot as a company.
Oh,
So, people are talking about, like, if there was ever an Earthbound convention, a lot of people just want to come find you, Mato, and talk to you, and Crocky's said, I'd never be able to find Mato. I've still never found him in Suite 33.
oh yeah. I actually want to do I want to document that game and throw it up on my YouTube. I might do some playthroughs of that sometime, and then you can see how to get me.
For the FangamerCon, we're going to just we're going to put Mato into a big glass capsule so that everyone can see him at once.
And they can't get to him.
Yeah, they're
like
just
in
gonna-
Suite 33.
We're just gonna hang him from the hotel balcony.
Absolutely safe.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm gonna get attacked. I'm gonna reset the game.
No.
I can probably take one.
Wow. That's really good. Can you imagine a Kanga Shark drop kicking on you?
Yeah.
That's gonna be scary.
Sometimes the little one will cheer on the big one, and it'll regain HP.
When you guys gonna start making sweatshirts?
Don't you already kind of make
I think we make
sweatshirts?
sweatshirts already. We don't cut the hoods off of them yet. That's weird.
Yeah. They're warm.
But we have been looking into expanding into different types of clothing besides just t-shirts, hoodies, and tank tops. We just haven't gotten anywhere yet.
So
We're
yeah,
working
if
on it.
there is a garment you're particularly interested in seeing, let us know about it.
Yep.
I still don't like it. I don't know of what
What could... Oh.
It's too bad there's not an auto battle. Oh, there we go.
We're about to kill his mother, just like
We smashed the mother.
Have you
Double
learned
smash.
nothing? Or can you attack
Yeah.
only the child at this point?
We're basically recreating the first
We're
chapter.
getting some suggestions. Steel-toed boots, jock straps, suspenders, bow ties, belly warmers for things that people want Fangamer to make.
Suspenders are Lindsay's favorite article of clothing, so you have at least one vote in this room right now.
Absolutely. Belly warmers, I'm holding you to that. You better buy one. That one I couldn't figure out the spray. It looked like a pig's mouth
Yeah, it's very strange looking.
with teeth.
Let me sell some stuff real quick.
Maybe belly.
Don't need that money for that.
Oh, thanks for letting people know about Fangamer Starman Gaming. Socks, festive socks. Actually, we do socks.
Yeah, we got a surprise for you.
I'm gonna do a little bit of
I
advertising
can't buy
on
it.
the channel.
Pay our salaries.
And sell a couple antidotes. That's the best I can do there. Save it real quick.
Dubstep Ink Miner wants to know, is it ever really explained why the currency is dragon power?
I don't think it's ever explained. It's very strange how they just kind of introduced the idea of dragons. But I guess it has something to do with the dragon beneath the place.
That's
It
probably
seems
it.
very strange.
They don't really explain a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Honest.
It's like Lost in that way.
Okay.